Chris Henderson, chendo.com. All right, Cam. So I got to ask you, growing up, who were some players that you idolized? And obviously, I know you're excited just to be in the NBA, but are there any players that you are looking forward to matching up against?
Well, I really idolized Kobe Bryant a lot growing up. I try to idolize him the most. And then now I just watch a lot of like James Harden, Devin Booker, a little bit of Kyrie, a little bit of Brad Beal. So a little bit of those guys. And I don't really have a guy who I'm, excited to match up with because I'll play against anybody and match up with anybody. So I'm really just excited just to play in the NBA, honestly.
Go ahead, Chris.
All right, Cam. So I want to ask you this, and this is more of a fun question here. So you're going to have opportunity of being on NBA 2K. So
Yeah.
I don't know if you grew up playing video games, but be able to see yourself actually in the video game instead of creating yourself. What do you think about that?
Yeah, it's actually a plus because now I'm starting to get tired of making players. So now I can just like chill and just, have my own player already there. So, so that's a real good plus for me. So happy about that.
All right,
Next
Jared.
question. Let's go to Chris Henderson. Chris, you can go ahead.
Hello, Franz, and congrats on everything for you now and going forward in your NBA career. So I'm not for sure if you got asked this, but being from Germany, Dirk Nowitzki, obviously, he sort of reigned supreme there. What was his influence to you? And then my follow-up question would be, you're going to be on NBA 2K. Can you talk about that?
Dirk is like Michael Jordan for German kids. He made it really like seem possible to make it to the NBA, not just make it, but obviously be a Hall of Fame type player. So to see him win the championship, I still remember where I was at the time and stuff like that. Like obviously that was a huge deal for everybody, and I think he made basketball, in Germany a lot more important and relevant. And I think you can see that. I think there's a lot more German players that make it to the NBA and make it to top teams in the EuroLeague. And I'm sure you can give him some credit for that. And the second part was about 2K. What did you say about that?
No, I was asking you, so obviously, more importantly, I guess to have fun, you're going to be on the video game now. You're an actual person. Obviously, you've seen your brother on the video game, but now you have those bragging rights as well. Can you talk about the importance of that and how cool that is for you to actually be on a video game now?
No, that's for sure dope. I mean, I think 2K11 was maybe the first game that I played. So, every year at Christmas, I would get the new game and start playing that night. So to know that, this next 2K, I'm going to be on there and my friends and myself, I can play with myself is pretty cool. But, there's still a lot more work to do. And hopefully I'll be on the game in 11 years or whatever it is, still on the game. Yeah.
Congratulations. I appreciate you.
Thank you, Chris.
Congrats on everything and going forward for your career. I do have a question for you. We're going to have some fun here. So you've been asked about, going to the NBA, but I got to ask you something about NBA 2K. So are you excited to be on that, man? And what do you think about that? Because obviously being able to put yourself on a game, that's something that you have to do all the time, but now you're going to be actually in the game. What do you think about that?
Nah, when you grow up, you at your friend's house, y'all playing 2K, I'd be like, y'all always trying to see if y'all know somebody so y'all can play with him. It's like now I'm gonna be in there. So it's like I'm in 2K. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know how to explain that feeling, but it's definitely dope. Like being in a video game, you know what I'm saying? Like I can pick up my controller and I can play with myself. It's crazy. It's a blessing.